Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the history of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And I thought I'd do something a little different today. I'm going to back up to the turn of the 20th century in the Russo-Japanese War. I've been playing with this morning, trying to do the Battle of the Yellow Sea, which was rather large, and honestly, the engine or my computer or both can't handle it. I mean, it's pretty bloody big. But we're going to try it. I'm going to scale it back and get it to a size where my machine can keep 30 frames per second or so, and just play it out. Just because it'll be a lot of fun to step back to these older ships and what is very much a close quarters battle. So we'll jump in, and this is the setup I used just a few minutes ago with. It's August 1904. The Japanese have 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, 4 light cruisers, and 3 destroyers against the Russians, 3 battleships, 2 light cruisers, and 4 destroyers. The actual forces were Japanese 4 battleships, 4 armored cruisers, 8 protected cruisers, 18 destroyers, and 30 freaking torpedo boats against the Russians, 6 battleships, 4 protected cruisers, and 14 destroyers. Even taking the 30 torpedo boats out, the engine just complains and says that's not going to work. So I kind of scaled it way back. I've got a proportional number of battleships, basically half, and then half the number of armored cruisers, armored cruisers for the Japanese, half the number of protected cruisers, and 1 in 6 destroyers. Half the number of battleships for the Russians, half the number of protected cruisers, and about 1 in 3, not quite 1 in 3 destroyers. I think to make it a little more fun, my machine seemed to handle this okay. We might play with this a little bit. They go to 4 destroyers there and 6 destroyers there. Although the Japanese did have more destroyers, so I guess you could do that. But this is a pretty one-sided fight as it stands. So, let's give them 4 destroyers. Let's toss in a heavy cruiser, and in fact, we might toss in 2 heavy cruisers, and give these guys a couple extra destroyers. Like I said, we're not trying to represent the battle exactly. We're trying to represent a battle that was very similar to the Battle of the Yellow Sea, without gigantic forces that the game engine, or for that matter, perhaps my PC, cannot handle. Now, the battle, reading from Wikipedia, foiled an attempt by the Russian fleet at Port Arthur to break out and form up with counterparts from Vladivostok, forcing them to return to port. 4 days later, the battle off Ulsan similarly ended the Vladivostok's group sortie, forcing both fleets to remain at anchor. Now, I could do the Battle of Ulsan, which is actually very small. It's a cruiser action, if I remember right. But let's give this a try. I can always do Battle of Ulsan. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to step back to 1904 off of Ulsan, Korea, and play the naval battle of Ulsan, which is also known as the Battle of the Japanese Sea or the Battle of the Korean Strait, which took place on 14 August 1904 between cruiser squadrons of the Imperial Russian Navy and Imperial Japanese Navy during the Russo-Japanese War, 4 days after the Battle of the Yellow Sea. Now, I'd love to do the Battle of the Yellow Sea, but it's huge. I mean, there's 30 torpedo boats on the Japanese side, and 14 or 18 destroyers. I mean, it's just gigantic. And although you can add all that up in the custom battle setup, You can do that. The game engine goes out of its mind. It'll complain to you, say you got too many, you won't get any performance. And even after scaling it back considerably, I was having a hard time keeping frame rates above 30. Now, I might do the Battle of the Yellow Sea and just scale things down proportionally. Fewer battleships, fewer of everything, and no torpedo boats, maybe a couple of 3 just for fun. But today we're going to do something a little more straightforward. We're going to do this. The machine and the engine ought to be just fine. I'm not going to design ships. We're just going to do a quick start and jump in there. Now, reading the source I'm reading, I think they opened fire at about 8,000 meters or so. So we'll start them off at 10,000, and we'll just see where it breaks from there. I don't expect this to be long, involved, or particularly difficult, but it ought to be fun. Close quarters fight, and a big change from lobbing 14, 15, 16-inch shells to 20,000 meters. So what do you say we go ahead and jump in? But before we do, hey, if you've listened to me babble for the last 2 minutes and 6 seconds, then please consider subscribing. Ring the bell if you do, so you'll know when I post another video. Liking the video helps the channel a lot. Please like it if you like it. And if you don't, well, then go ahead, but let me know why. And share with your friends if you like it. Share with your friends you don't like it if you just want them to be miserable. And finally, leave me a comment. I've had some great, very intelligent, very knowledgeable comments on this series of videos. I've learned a bunch, and I really enjoyed the conversation. So let's go ahead and do auto design all ships because I'm lazy, and we're just here to have a little fun today. Okay. Click to continue. 4 heavy cruisers, 3 heavy cruisers. Okay. Oh, fight is on. Let's oh, that's interesting. Looks like we're approaching them from their port quarter. All right, I'm gonna put the light cruisers on AI control. They probably are hopefully significantly faster. 22 knots, 20 knots. Well, that's significant, but it's not exactly a screaming difference. And let's run this a little slower than we normally would, just to kind of enjoy the view. In fact, let's go back here where we can see these guys getting 59, 60 frames per second right now, but that won't last. These guys are still aiming. What are you doing? Alright, the AI has decided that the light cruisers need to make a turn to port. I'm thinking we've got a really lousy chance to hit, and that perhaps we'll turn to port a bit. We just point our head of the column at just ahead of the head of their column. Okay, the light cruisers are 8-inch cruisers. No, they're all 8-inch cruisers. We have yet to identify these guys, so we don't know what they are. We don't have a hell of a lot of ammunition. I think we're going to go to save, and here, they're right in front of me. Save. Don't want to waste ammo unless these guys start pounding us. You got to do that on a per ship basis. All right, normal, save, normal, save, and save, and the same thing for that light cruiser. Save. All right, let's speed things up a bit. Oh, we're up to 12% chance to hit. And they still haven't started shooting? Oh, 11-inch guns. Normal. 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 That got really, really dangerous. Well, first blood to the Russians. Alright, let's seriously come to port. Let's turn that off. Over here we're going full speed. And let's get some smoke going. I'm really frustrated with the way it concentrates all the fire in a division on one target. And the only way to fix that is to actually break them out into individually commanded ships. Still haven't identified these guys. Tell you what we can do. Oh, goodness gracious, we're getting our brains beat out. We can attach him and attach him there, which will get us these two guys. They'll be operating independently. And we'll spread our fire a little better. Yeah, she's out of it. We lost a light cruiser. Well, I just hope these 8-inch guns can hurt those guys, because they definitely have the gun advantage. And we're down to 2.1% chance to hit again. Perhaps I was looking at the wrong thing when I tell them to go back to normal. Sometimes I confuse the latter percentage with the percentage chance to hit. The light cruisers are pounded. Yeah, she's toast. They've done her in. All right. This light cruiser still is making her move. We'll probably pay for it ferociously. Yeah, she just got hammered. She's inside a torpedo range. Not that I think she'll actually use them anytime soon, unless we tell her to be real aggressive with her torpedoes. Alright. I don't know if we've got to touch these guys. I don't think we have. Yep, she got her torpedoes off. Turn away, turn away. Oh, oh. And 4.4%, we still haven't identified. Yes, we have. And they've got a big advantage in percentage chance to hit. They're not quite as well armored, but we're not well armored. I don't think we're armored enough to put up with what we're... Oh, we finally touched him. Yeah, she's lost our light cruisers right off the bat. All right. Yeah, I'd say right now we are seriously disadvantaged. There's a nice hit. Alright. I'm going to detach her. Have her engage there. She's engaging there. And we'll let the 2 trailing cruisers engage their trailing cruiser. This guy turned away because of torpedoes. There they are. She's not quite dead. She's not dead yet. I just set him to aggressive. She pitched her torpedoes out there. Good for her. All right. You guys engage her. You guys engage her. I think she's freaking out over my rudder orders. There, that's more like it. Oh, when they finally started paying attention to us, they're tearing us up. Yeah, I don't think this advantage in numbers is going to count for much, given the yeah, she's taking an engine hit. She's falling out of line. Oh yeah, that's just painful. All the little guns are in the game. She's barely hurt, she's barely hurt, she's barely hurt. We are beat to hell. Okay. And once again I get bit by the interface. It's like cruisers leaving the fight, which I can hardly blame her for doing. Yeah, the Tago is done. And the Kronschlott is perfectly happy. Oh! Wait! Did we just get lucky? Gracious. Ammo detonation 2215. Okay, well, there's a little payback for you. And there we go. Engaging there. You are hurt. I want you to detach. Engage that fellow right there. That fellow. Alright. Let's get back in here and get some fun. Now we're seriously outgunned. Seriously outgunned. Oh. This guy hasn't got the good sense to turn on the Takao when he ought to. Now he has. 9.9% chance, 7.8. Yeah, they're just better. That's what you get when you design your own and there's no leadership, no crew quality. This is still very much a a game in development. Oh, paybacks. Not much paybacks, but paybacks. 12% chance to hit 9.9. Yeah, that's bad. That's very bad. Oh, very bad. Now we're getting little dings, but not much else. And who is she engaging? Right there. All right. Wow, she's taking a pounding. And they are winning this fight big time. They took our light cruisers down effortlessly. And if not, now why are you engaging him? I want you to engage him. Now they took our light cruisers down effortlessly. And with not a lot more effort, they're banging the brains out of these heavies. And I guess you decided you just don't want to ever shoot again. Cow is wrecked. She is wrecked. She's done. She's done. Basically, we've got one healthy cruiser still in the fight, and she's barely touching her opponent. Bang! She gets hits, but she's just those 11-inch guns are devastating. Yeah, she's just... Naishi is just getting destroyed in a gunfight she can't possibly win. Boink! Oh, lordy. Yeah, 232 hit, 132 to a 5. She's getting 2-inch hits. She's not getting much in the way of 8-inch hits, and she is sinking. Well, I think we can call that good. Let's restart it and see what happens with a different design. I think it'll be different. If it's not, then we'll just back right out and find out what we can do. Oh, all of a sudden we have 11-inch guns and 6-inch belts. And the cruisers are 5-inchers with torpedoes. All right. Okay. Well, let's go. All right. Speed things up. Let's put them on AI. And the engagement is on. What do we got over here? Right. We don't know. But we know this. We want to break in front of them. I don't know what's up with the Toyota. We're going to turn AI off. Have them head in that direction. And we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to take this guy and detach him. This guy and attach him. Right. So now we can split the fire. They're engaging the lead cruiser. And we'll let them continue. Ouch! We've taken... I think they got us first. Again. 5-inch hits. Really? You haven't taken a steering hit. You have an idiot steering you. Alright, let's get these guys down into their cruising speed. She has been beaten up. That is not a destroyer, boys and girls. Alright, I want these guys going full tilt. Heading. Whoa, nice hit. Alright, they're going to break into it, going for a torpedo attack. Our lead cruiser is getting beat up. Let's bring them up fast. These guys are engaging that lead cruiser, but they're paying a price for it. I think he's falling out of formation because of his flooding. Oh! Yeah, her flooding and her ammo detonation. Alright. The light cruisers are trying to ride to the rescue, but it's not working too well. Alright, we got some hits there. That's a good thing. Alright, we're in torpedo range, but that's not gonna get it. This gold girl is getting hammered. Yep, she is getting hammered. The light cruisers are starting to pay for their brazen approach. We need to put them on aggressive torpedoes. And same thing there. I want some torpedoes in the water. I want to force those guys to maneuver. Has she been detached? She is now. She needs to turn away. Make some smoke. It's too late for her, but she's running. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, we actually have those guys in pretty bad shape. She must be turning away due to torpedoes. I don't think she's taking that much damage. Alright, bring her around. Let's get some torpedoes in the water. she's in trouble. Yeah, smoke. Her torpedoes are doing her thing. They're done. They're out of here. Now don't run into the other light cruiser. Alright, she's turning back. I want them to go straight on. And we lost. She just took an ammo detonation. Alright, well, we're still working on it. Alright, now we need to pause for a moment. Detach. I want you to engage her. And you to engage her. And pass close aboard. Their sinking sister. She's in trouble. She's actually in pretty good shape. She still needs to evade away while she gets those torpedoes reloaded. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Control, Shift, Z. And there's a screenshot for you. Oh, this is such a beautiful game. Such a beautiful game. And there's a screenshot for you. Control Z. Go. Alright, got her running off because of torpedoes would be my guess. So we're down to 2 cruisers that ought to be superior to these guys. Focused on them. How's that light cruiser doing on torpedoes? She's coming. Bring it back around. Bring it back around. Oh! Did we just lose another one to a ammo detonation? Oh! Oh! Well, I don't know what to say about this, except twice we have lost a battle that historically went to the Japanese. Not shocking. Again, we're talking about all things are even here except armor and guns. So although the Japanese side is advantaged, we just got really unlucky. I'm loving it. By God. Let's one more time. All right. You think maybe we can get some magic here somewhere? The enemy is to the north. It's bad weather. Well, that means we all have to come about. The quickest way to do that would be to detach, detach, detach. All right, they're all detached. And let's have them come about into 2 columns. And the light cruisers, the same. Well, we'll have the light cruisers come around if I can get it. Like that. That looks pretty good. Perhaps I should use the rudder orders. You got to watch this though, because this is a rudder order and it will stay there. And they'll just start circling. In fact, let's not do that. I find that disturbing. Click, 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 click. All right, we'll square them away. We'll square them away once they break. Right. Nice. All right, north is actually this way. All right, well, I'm not real happy about this. We are approaching these guys in a disorderly fashion. We're going to slow these guys down to give their brethren here a chance to we've seen something. Right. All right, I want this guy to attach to... I think he did. Great. Pick up the speed. Come to port. This guy to attach to him. Pick up speed. And you know what? These guys to press on. The light cruisers attach to the other light cruiser. And boogie. And we are off for the third try. Nine-inch guns and 5-inch guns. We won't know what these guys are for a while. And the weather is so bad. Morning, cloudy, light breeze, but smooth waves. This is going to be a close-in fight. All right, I want you guys to go this way. In fact, I want you to bear. Come on. Just go straight for the head of that column. All right. Wham! We identified them yet? No, but she is taking an engine hit already. Oh, nicely done, guys. Nicely done. And light cruisers again, bearing straight on for the head of the column, or just ahead of the head of the column. Ahead of the head. Such a beautiful game. These girls do have torpedoes, right? Oh, we may effectively cross their T, which is kind of cool. Ouch! Alright, she needs to detach. No, you go that way. And you break off. Light cruisers, give me some smoke. Because we are charging in at 25 knots. Have we identified these guys yet? Neptune. She is just about done. America. She's in a world of hurt. And we haven't spotted her out yet. We don't know who she is. Go. All right. Oh, they are in confusion. And so confused that I want these guys to break that way. Him. And this poor old girl is done. Ouch! Aggressive torpedoes. She ought to dump them any time now. Unless she's lost them. Well, I don't know. Okay. Does it appear detach? Lordy. Sometimes I just can't get the right guy. There's a torpedo. I don't think we have to worry about the heavies in that torpedo. And the America is down. Yeah, well, it's a whole different result this time. She is getting beat to hell for nothing. She's gonna break. She either puts the torpedoes in the water or she doesn't. She's gonna come to port. Yeah, she's paying a hell of a price. Oh, she's already put torpedoes in the water. Don't know where they are, and it doesn't look to me like she has much of a chance of ever getting a hit. Well, this one ended entirely different. Well, until we get control or pre-built ships or something that and crew quality and things like that, then getting historical results is going to be a complete crapshoot, or even having I'm not sure that getting a historical results is even the point. Point is, this is hilarious. It's fun. 5-inch hits tearing her up. Dump, dump. Sweet. Ah, look at that. Pause. There's a torpedo, and I don't think she can avoid it. Oh, maybe, just maybe, if she just gives it everything she's got. Let's see. There's one problem with playing at high speed. By the time you react, things are already fairly committed. Alright. She managed to avoid it. Now we want her to turn. Come on now, you want to put a torpedo over there, don't you? Get your smoke going. Come on, let's see it. Let's get some torpedo action here. Oh. What, you don't want to launch a torpedo? Oh. She's getting beat up, and for some reason she just doesn't want to get a torpedo in the water. May have lost it, may have been damaged, and I don't know of a way to tell. But you see that hit there could have damaged it for all I know. Alright, well, since you just don't seem to want to play, fine. Put the rudder over. I don't know if she'll last long enough. Structurally, she's torn up and she's taken plenty hits. There's just some things that are not easily explained. You see, but she's worried about torpedoes. She's trying to turn away. What I don't know is where that torpedo launcher is on her either, come to think of it. So, oh, boy, did we break in time, huh? There's a torpedo right there, and it was on her bow. And there it goes. That's why we couldn't get a torpedo launched. You just keep coming around and run away. You have done your thing. I don't think you're going to get a hit because the Grumble Boy has got enough way. Yeah, she's got enough steerage that she's avoiding it, but that's it. Sinking. Well, there you go. 3 times. Twice we got spanked. The 3rd time was a charm, and we got in there and got us some Russian heavy cruisers put down. Well, it's just a big sandbox right now. And when you don't spend time to design ships, I guess I could have figured out what ships were what. And of course, I don't think these ships were all identical. So if I had designed an Empire of Japan heavy cruiser, it would have been 4 identical heavy cruisers just like they were there. That's another problem. You can't pick specific cruisers. You can't design specific cruisers, specific ships to try to match the historical order of battle. But it's just hard to be anything but tickled. It's a lot of fun. And more than anything else, what this shows us is the promise of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, what we have to look forward to. I know I can't wait. So, hey, as usual, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.